everyone, welcome to Your Mother. Today, class is in session. We are going to be talking about school. Most importantly, lunch and when you leave.
Yeah, exactly. Recess and graduation.
Yes, honey.
So here we go. Welcome to Your Mother. Let's get started.
Okay, so elementary school. We were in elementary school together.
It's the only time we were ever in school together was for elementary school because she's 4 years older than me. So
Zachary wore outfits like this, and I stuck up for him.
I did.
That's what happened.
Yeah, no one ever really made fun of me to my face, but they would make fun of me to her or in front of her. And I was like crazy. Like I was like during the Posh Spice era, so I would wear like big bell-bottom pants to school sometimes. I would wear my hair slicked down and spiked up with clips. I like didn't care. I was just getting into my whole fantasy in school.
Yeah.
The first day of school is that magical time where you get to see all the people that you haven't gotten to see for the last like 3 months.
3 months, some of them. Also, first day of school is when you wear an outfit that is way too hot to be wearing.
All the layers. We had the tech vest on. We
long
had
sleeve
the
shirt
Gap hoodie
with
under the tech vest.
The Aeropostale boots. And it was still 90 degrees out on the first day of school, but you were wearing that full-on ensemble.
Totally.
Because if you didn't...
I used to really like to actually like wear a good first day of school outfit and then like skip a couple days so that way the second week of school
you really
I was still stunting on hoes while they had already shown off all their new shit the first week. So
they brought out all their tech vests week one.
Exactly. All the tech vests came out week one, so I saved one for week 2.
Yeah.
In first day of school, you get the new teacher, and you get to feel your vibe of what your class is going to be like.
What friends are going to be in your class? Like, is your bestie in your class or not?
Or worse, is the bitch you hate going to be in your class?
Oh, yes. Is your little crush in your class?
Is your crush in your class?
Do you have the mean teacher?
Is your boyfriend from last year who broke up with you because he wanted to be single over the summer in your class?
Yeah.
You would get your schedule. And
Definitely
we had some of the same teachers in school.
So a couple.
We've had to do some of the same projects like dissecting owl throw up.
Oh, yes. That was actually, I enjoyed that.
That was one of my favorite classes.
You know, I had to have it with my least favorite partner in school.
Oh.
My 6th grade teacher sat me near this girl I could not stand.
That's
she didn't like
worst.
me. I didn't like her. I'm not going to say your name, but homegirl, if you're watching, whatever, it's all love now. But we put up, like, folders and books to divide ourselves. We couldn't stand each other, and we had to work on that owl.
Do I know, would I know this person if you told me her name?
Probably not, no.
Oh, okay. Well, we both had that teacher 4 years apart, obviously, and we had to dissect owl throw up, and then we would take the bones of mice and have to rebuild the mice on a piece of paper. It was sick. That was probably the weirdest project I've ever had to do because I never dissected.
I didn't dissect anything but that.
Yeah, same. We didn't have funding for that in our public school. We got recess. Recess was the best, obviously, in elementary school. And recess in high school was literally we would go out after lunch and like people would be smoking cigarettes outside. Like that was recess in high school.
Right.
But recess in elementary school, we had like 3 playgrounds at our elementary school.
Right. It was a huge elementary school. It was in kind of like a woodsy area, so there was a lot.
We had a nature trail in the back.
We had a big field with basketball courts, football goalposts. So we had all kinds of stuff.
Multiple playgrounds. Yeah. We had like it was kind of weird. There were these alcoves of the school that were built up with big wooden steps. Yep,
and like shrubs and trees planted all throughout.
It was kind of gorgeous. It kind of looked like summer camp if you were in a certain part of the outside.
We would play Boys Chase Girls. That's what was the main game. No, that was the main game we played when we were Boys Chase Girls, Girls Chase Boys. When I was in elementary school.
We would play, and it's all because of me, and you'll know why. We would play Red Rover.
Oh, God.
Yes. And we would play Red Rover because in the movie that we like now and then, they play Red Rover. And I remember I taught all my friends Red Rover, and we started playing it. And
well, we would also play House, too.
And we got to graduate for the first time in 6th grade to go into middle school.
Well,
and you just like Sporty Spice. She dressed like Sporty Spice in her 6th grade graduation.
My parents weren't happy.
Yeah, she literally wore a crop top and like Adidas striped pants.
I did. Yeah. It was all good.
I thought it looked great. Later on, though, I stole that outfit and I started wearing it to school.
Basically, yeah. I had terrible hair.
But I would wear it with a tank top.
It was awful. The hair was awful.
Yeah, it was like cut into like a straight up triangle. It was
I don't know. My mother was not kind to me with my hairstyles when I was a kid. That's for sure.
Yeah, she would never let you color it either.
Yeah, your mother was awful.
And then you go into middle school, and middle school is like...
It was junior high then, though.
Right.
It's like middle school
Right, so
now,
it was 7th and 8th grade.
but it's junior high.
And it was terrifying. I was afraid I was going to get beat up. That was, like, my biggest thing. I was terrified I was going to get beat up because I was, like, the gay kid who was going into, like, middle school, and...
Nobody even knew
people used to tell me... Yeah, everyone knew I was gay, though.
Okay, we didn't know.
People used to tell me that people were going to beat me up because I was girly, and... I never got beat up.
Because you were annoying is why I think you would have got beat up.
I never got beat up. The only time I ever had, I had 2
What, that kid hit you in elementary school? You didn't hit him back.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Well, no, here's the tea, and I totally deserved it. So I called him.
It's not about his tie, right?
No. That's my other infraction. So it was this kid Timothy, and I, knowing that he didn't like this, I called him Timmy the Tooth.
Ooh, Timmy the Tooth.
Yeah, and he wasn't into it, and he open hand slapped me across the face. And I honestly just didn't even, I just kind of took it and was just like fine with it because I was like, because it was in that moment that I realized that like I was making fun of him. Right. Because I just thought that I was like teasing a friend because we were friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he full on open hand slapped me, and the teacher watched it happen, and like I feel like I was just like she was like, do you want to go to the principal's office? And I was like, no, like whatever. And then another time, some kids cornered me and stole the tie that I was wearing because I had like Avril Lavigne tie on, and they cornered me in the bathroom and stole it and flushed it down the toilet.
I should have beat them.
That was it, though. I mean, I take it. I was never really bullied or affected by being like the biggest gay ever going through my school system.
That's true.
Then I mean, I can take those things because I know it's not that way for everyone.
No, it's good.
Well, what about you? What was your middle school? Well, you got in trouble in middle school because you were a witch.
I didn't get in trouble because I was a witch, but I had a teacher. No, I didn't get in trouble. Getting in trouble means my parents were mad, and my parents weren't mad, so I didn't get in trouble.
Okay.
But my teacher was like looking at my Wiccan books, and like when I went to the bathroom was like opening my books and going through my personal belongings. Very rude, Mr. And
oh damn, you can't call him out.
I can call him out.
I'm gonna beep that out in post.
He went through my personal belongings, and Jenna told me because we were in the same class. We're both witches. Mom and Dad went to open house, and when Dad sat down, they were like, "Oh, whose parents are you?" And Dad was like, "I'm the witch's father." Thanks, Dad.
The wicked witch of my life.
That's really what he meant, probably.
Then you get to middle school, and what happens in middle school? I got my first in middle school.
Wow, interesting. I don't really need to know that.
That's what happened for me in middle school. Your 8th grade dance? Let's talk about that look.
Oh, 8th grade dance thong song was popular.
Do you have a photo of that somewhere?
Oh, yeah, I definitely have a photo of me in this.
We're going to find the photo.
What the heck was that?
I'm going to make a list of all the photos.
Deb? Was the store called Deb? That store in the
The store was Deb, and it was under the escalator.
Okay, so Deb was where, like, everybody got their dresses. So my dress basically
Deb just did, like, a line with another brand.
My dress basically looked like half of everybody else's dress at the 8th grade dance, but it was blue, and I had my little twisties. Had to have twisties.
Oh my gosh, she had twisties with little baby blue flowers. It was baby blue, and then she had the baby blue platform shoes. Yes.
Those shoes were actually really great.
They were dope.
Those were dope.
I stole them later because I like to wear them and pretend that I was Xenon.
Pretend he was
Girl of the 21st century.
So that was great. The thong song was popular then, so there was some girls showing up their thong songs in 8th grade.
Yeah, you were one of them.
No, I wasn't. Girl, you know who you are. You had the biggest boobs since like 3rd grade.
Oh my god.
And we all know who I'm talking about now.
Oh my god.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No. Oh, I do know maybe.
Who?
I'm not gonna say.
Say it, bro. Cut it out. See, he knows.
That's okay. But high school is just the scariest thing because in high school I remember being like, fuck, I have to decide in the next 4 years what I want to do with my whole entire life. And fuck, am I going to let everyone know I'm gay?
Going into high school, I was like, fuck, Jenna and I are in the same homeroom and we haven't talked in 3 months. That was my biggest concern going into high school.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know, because I also then got a group of friends that were in high school.
I had, like, my boyfriend, I had my job, I literally had all my life. Yeah, she was like a full-on adult. She was in, like, a whole serious-ass relationship. She was working a job, like, a real-ass job at a floral shop. I just didn't live a normal high school life like everybody else lived. I don't recommend, do not recommend, 0 of 10, do not recommend, do not have a boyfriend all through high school, do not have a job all through high school, live off your parents. Let's talk about, well, New Bedford High, let's talk about senior year. Did you have early release?
Yeah, early release.
So let's talk about early
release.
release.
Early release is like, for those of you who don't know, early release is like your, what is it, like work study?
It's work study. So if you have a job,
you get to leave and go to that job, and that counts as credits towards you graduating. So like, you can either get out after like second period, third period, or
that's it. There
was 2 spots.
4 periods.
Yeah.
So you got out after second or third, and you would have to have your job, would have to sign off on the paperwork to say yes, they work so many hours a week, whatever.
Oh, I had Dad sign off and say I worked for his business.
I forgot about that. I
Yeah,
didn't have
and
that
I
luxury.
didn't-
I actually had to go to work.
Yeah, and I didn't have a job, but it's because I literally would go back to school every day at 3 p.m. and then rehearse for all my competition and musical shit until 10 p.m. So really, you know, that was the option. They told me, you either get a job or you're doing all this shit that you know, and I just wanted to do all that shit. You weren't trying to do that shit. So I
was forced to get a job. I didn't even have the opportunity to do any of that shit. My dad dragged me to get a job.
My senior year, for half the year, my classes were talent search, which is where you go and find what you want to be.
Hold on, I never got to have talent search. Like literally every other person in New Bedford High had bullshit talent search. It was the easiest A in the world, and
I grabbed the
never
kid up
had
by his
talent
throat for calling me a fag in talent search one time on the first day of school.
Zachary was way more like vocal in school than I was.
Yeah, she was quiet in school. We have the teachers that we had at the same. They're always like, "Oh my God, you're nothing alike," because I was always talking and always like causing a ruckus and somewhat rebelled against authority, and you were just
quiet.
Outside of school, she was the one who was throwing all the crazy parties with 100 people, and I was the one who was hanging out with like 2 of my friends, like listening to musicals.
Great high school parties. If you want to talk about school, you gotta talk about my parties.
Some of the best parties of my life happened when you were in high school because they were just at our house.
Oh my God, this kid, he got away with so much because nobody was paying attention to him.
I got to do
I was
all
17,
the adult stuff.
he was 13, running around, stealing our liquor. My friends probably thinking it's funny to get him drunk.
We would fuck with people though. Do you remember the time that you had me switch a girl's cup? It was supposed to be vodka and orange juice, and I switched it for just orange juice.
Yes.
And she kept, it was right after she got there, so we knew that she wasn't drunk. And she kept pretending to be like drunk.
More and more wasted.
And we just kept replacing it with straight up orange juice.
Yeah. Jenna was the bouncer.
Constantly.
I could never, like, I was too nice. I'd be like, just let everybody stay. Just let my mother yell. Don't, just let everybody stay. But Jenna was the one, like, getting on the chair. If you don't know Jenna or Victoria, you gotta get the fuck out of this house right now.
Yeah, and do you remember there was this central hallway in our school called the core that was a circle? Mm-hmm. And in the morning, you would just go to school and you would walk the core. And there would be 2 rows of people, one going in one direction and one going in the opposite direction. And you would that's where you would go to like meet up with your friends because you would walk the core until you saw your group.
So
and slowly you would collect the group of people.
And everybody would join and you'd be walking. And then if you had a crush, that's where you would go. You would walk the core. Newest outfits when you got back from like Christmas vacation, all your fresh gear.
Yes, you would literally be like, "Oh, I'll see you in the core." Like if you're talking to a friend on your phone in the morning, "Oh, I'll see you in the core."
Fights in the core.
Oh yeah, I'll fight you in the core. Yeah.
Oh, because it was hard for teachers to get to you because at once.
Because there was literally, it was such a fire hazard because there was literally every fucking kid in the school just in this hallway.
Let's talk about performances. School performances.
Drama club. Drama club was something that I was involved in, but was never like, I was never like the drama club kid. I was always in chorus and I was always dancing and I was always performing, but I was never like solid into drama club, even though I was always in drama club, because there were some people that like took it seriously and like literally have gone off to be on stage elsewhere. Right. You know what I mean? In real life now as adults. So it just wasn't that. I wanted to be, you know, just in the heartbeat of like a city, I didn't care about drama or anything.
So I would
You were definitely in drama club.
I was in drama club. This is the things I would do. I had bad stage fright. So I would sign up and I would go to every rehearsal, and then like when performance time came, I would be sick for sure. I remember specific times. Chorus too. I would do the same thing in chorus.
See, drama club. My first drama club performance was in a show called A Bird's Christmas Carol.
I remember that. I cried. Obviously.
In my big, I played one of three brothers, and my biggest memory of that moment was while I was on stage. I touched my mic, and it went boom, and I like got scared because obviously I heard it throughout the entire auditorium. And that was my first memory of being on stage. And then I was also in The Invisible Man. I was in Seussical the Musical. Yeah. And I was in Grease.
Yeah. We got picture days.
Oh my god, picture days are the most fun.
Zachary has a few good picture day photos. And I mean, I'm sure I do too, but Zachary's that stands out most to me is his with the stuffed cat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like the laser background. I'm pretty sure it had the laser background behind it with the stuffed cat.
No, it wasn't a laser background. It was just like an airbrushed like multicolored thing. But with the cat, and the cat, by the way, looked exactly like my cat now in real life.
So that was cute.
Picture day. I also remember one day in 6th grade I woke up late for picture day. And was dead ass asleep and had to run because we lived kind of close to the school. I had to run across the park to get to the school, and I fucking went to picture day in a fucking Red Sox shirt. It's a gray Red Sox shirt. First of all, I look fat in it. Second of all, it was a wrinkled. He doesn't
even know anything about Red Sox.
It was a wrinkled Red Sox shirt. It was our cousin's. Chris.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. The best day of school, which is the last day of school.
The last day of school. Because it is just
a motherfucking free for all.
It is a free
for all. There are kids fucking hanging from the ceilings.
Yeah.
There are
Hot
kids
wheels
wilding
down the hallways.
There are teachers are showing movies, not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
We got cookies, we got pizza.
Yeah, we got everything. There's soda, orange soda, root beer.
It is like your 21st fucking birthday.
Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, you're all exchanging numbers, making plans for the summer.
Keep in touch, KIT.
KIT, here's my phone number.
Totally. It's like you're boom. You're done.
Yeah.
You completed the year. You got through it. You
made it through. And for us, that meant, like, Zachary's birthday was coming.
Yeah, because we both have birthdays in the summer. So like,
that was, like,
summer
gearing
was
up, you know?
So, like,
That's another episode, though, I suppose.
The last day of school was just like, literally.
Yeah,
signing yearbooks, the last day of school, the last day of high school.
Oh, the last day
Your last day of school ever.
Oh, yeah, that's a sad one for sure.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was really heartbreaking for me because I loved high school. I loved it. I had such an amazing high school experience.
I liked high school.
I had great friends.
I did enjoy high school.
I was popular. I got voted drama king in my yearbook. We definitely had some more hard times in school than you because I just straight up.
I was smarter. And I mean, that's just
we don't know the real answer to that because I should have
The real answer is I was smarter. I got better grades.
Because I just didn't.
I paid attention more.
Yeah, I wasn't into it. I was
behaved.
I want to go out into the world. I'm done with this.
From 2nd grade on, literally this kid acted like this his whole school career.
Yeah.
Not like he's saying he wanted to get out. This isn't like junior, senior year. This is like 2nd, 3rd grade.
This is from the day I entered. I was like, oh wait, playtime's over. I don't get to just run around from the dress up box anymore. Like
wait, I gotta sit still? What?
Yeah, I need to learn something.
No.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, as you can see, didn't learn much.
I learn in life on the streets. Okay, I learn on the streets. Oh, that means that school is out, class is over, and we are free. So until next time, we are your mother.